Good evening, students. In continuation of my last lecture, the next we are starting with evolution of human resource management. That is from where actually this human resource management concept came into existence. So before moving further, let me recall some of the concept I have taught you in earlier class. That was what this human resource management is. Human resource management is the management of human resources working in the organization. And why human beings are called the resources for an organization? These are the assets to an organization without which it is not possible for an organization to perform up to a maximum level. Now, at this particular stage of human resource management, this evolution to the current stage of human resource management has passed through various stages. Now, the first stage started a long way years back, that is Industrial Revolution. You all must have studied history, and as per the history, Industrial Revolution came to India when most of the work was actually people started performing most of their tasks on machine itself. Earlier we used to have the human methods of performing the job, which were called the labor intensive methods, and over a period of time from the labor intensive method we have shifted to capital intensive method. That is, more and more industries were started installing machineries. Productivity of the labor improved, production capacity of the industries improved, and they have started supplying more goods and services to the society. Then came the scientific management concept, and you must have remembered the scientific management principle as well, which was given by F.W. Taylor. F.W. Taylor clearly states that a human being performs up to a specific level, and after that specific level their performance started going down. So there is an optimum level up to which a particular employee performs. A particular employee performs up to a specific time level also. So if we have 8 hours working in our organization, then definitely your performance goes up to a particular level. That is, for 3 to 4 hours you work up to their optimum level, then you need a break, and then your performance starts going down, and after that break your performance again start rising. So it's basically a bell curve we form. So that was the time when Taylor started feeling ki yes, we have a time and motion study which actually came into existence at that particular time. And then came the concept of trade unionism. Trade unionism means union, as its name says. It's a group of people who actually work for the welfare of each and everybody working in the organization. So that was the time when people started becoming aware of their own rights, responsibilities, duties, and government has also in 1926 made Trade Union Act, which was actually, that act was actually formed to safeguard the rights of the rights of the employees working in the organization. Then came the human relations movement, where the entrepreneurs or the industries, they also started realizing or recognizing the importance of human beings working in the organization, so-called importance of employees working in the organization. They also started feeling it is not possible for them to work individually. So if they want their organizations to grow up to a level, they need to give special importance to their employees, and they started considering ki yes, maintenance of the cordial industrial relations in the organizations is also very much necessary. And if you want to maintain cordial or the good relationship amongst the employees as well as with the employees, so you need to tackle them very tactfully, and you need to give what they deserve. And then came human resources approach. Human resources approach clearly states yes, human resources are the assets to an organization. They are not the liabilities. They need to be treated like human beings, because they have their own brains, they have their own mind and heart. You just cannot tackle human beings like machines, or machines all the time. They have their own capacity, and up to that particular capacity level they'll work in a good manner. Now, this was all about this human resource management in changing environment. This was all about the human resource management in today's environment. Now, over a period of time, when we have working ratios changing in the organization, more and more female employees are coming to an organization to work. So human resource managers also, they started thinking of yes, they also need to change this human resource department, and they also have to work according to the changing environment in the organization. So the job of an HR manager is to balance the demands and expectations of the external group with the internal needs and achieve the assigned task in an effective, efficient base. So the human resource management practices in an organization are influenced by two broad categories of factors. First, we have the environmental factors, and second, we have organizational factors. Environmental factors, we can categorize these into basically four parts. Economic environment, which is totally related to the monetary aspects of the economy. Then the rules and regulations, laws and acts of the economy, that is legal environment. Then the changing technology again has an impact on the human resource management working, that is technological environment. And the last one, we have the socio-cultural environment. Economic environment, let's start with economic environment. We in India, we have a working population, more and more working population, and in comparison to the population, we have comparatively less working population, and our workforce market conditions are entirely based upon our national income as well as inflationary pressures. Then we have the legal environment. Legal environment is the one which again has an impact on human resource management. If the country's political condition is a stable one, definitely government rules and regulations, whatever they'll make for the employees, they'll have a major impact on the economy, on the industries working under that economy. Then technological environment. So when we hire people, when we train them, when we select them, when we train them, and when we put them on the job, technological environment has a major impact on them. That is, we need to re-engineer our work processes according to them, and simultaneously we have flexible manufacturing system. Then the next, we have the socio-cultural environment. Socio-cultural environment, because of, if you remember some time back when there was a hell lot of inflation was saying in an economy in US economy also, there was inflation, major inflation. Most people, they more and more people lost their jobs at that particular point of time. So that is where actually the socio-cultural environment has an impact. Trade unions were fighting for employees' right, and the workforce diversity is again changing, is again coming. More and more MNCs and BPOs and KPOs are coming to India. They're establishing their businesses. Simultaneously, sex ratios working in the organizations are also changing. More and more female employees are coming and joining the organization. So this is also has an impact on the human resource policies and working systems of the organization. Then we have organizational factors like organization strategy, what the strategy we have at the corporate level, at the business level, and at the functional level. They also have an impact on the working environment of the human resource department or HR department on the organization. And then what type of organization culture is there, that is high performing culture or the low performing culture. That is how your top management behaves. The way your top management behave or perform, the same way the employees working under them, they prefers to behave. Then we have what actually is the financial position of an organization. So if you look at the working of the large scale organization, then definitely they are the different from the medium scale organization, and medium scale organizations working is entirely different from the lower scale organization. They have people working with them have different mindset, different way of doing the things. They have different ways of handling people, because ultimately at the end of the day, their major job is to get the job done with the help of people.